What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 24 online CFM game. We are now in week 13 of the 2025 season here in the Premier Madden League. We get our first look at the playoff bracket for the upcoming postseason, and our Rams are currently the 7th seed in the NFC conference, which felt like an afterthought a couple of weeks ago. We were 3-5 heading into a week 10 matchup with the Arizona Cardinals and staring at the barrel of a 4-game suspension for our X-Factor receiver Cooper Kupp. It was pretty grim then, but we have racked off 3 straight victories. We have a big wave of momentum, and now we're taking on the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Football. Can we go 4-0 without Cooper Kupp? That seemed improbable. We're suddenly hitting our stride when our backs were against the wall. And not only are we going to get Cooper Kupp back next week, we might get a couple of extra superstars on the roster as well. We have not one, but 2 dev stories today for a chance for players to go from star to superstar. The first one is for the cornerback Kobe Durant, who missed the dev story last season to go to superstar. We have a chance at redemption today. Our other storyline is for the running back Antonio Gibson, who returned from injury last week and balled out against the Tennessee Titans. That has given him a dev story to go to superstar potentially, and if we could get a superstar running back, our offense could be truly explosive. But of course the main focus is winning as we are underway on Sunday Night Football in the ATL. We're going against an Atlanta Falcons roster that is maybe the most top-heavy roster in the league. Their superstar X-Factor players are the best at their respective positions, like Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Jalen Waddle, and even the superstar offensive lineman Chris Lindstrom. And you guys saw Micah Parsons on that defense as well as Ladd McConkey trying to run the end around all around town. That's not going to work. It's a 3-and-out for the Falcons on their opening drive as Julian Fleming, who has exploded onto the scene the past couple of weeks. I mean, look, man, Julian Fleming is doing so good now. Imagine him with Kupp and potentially a superstar Antonio Gibson. You know we have to try to force this dev story for Antonio Gibson. And usually the fear with that is we don't want our offense to lose rhythm. Gibson's not on the field here on 3rd down. It's up to Jalen to make a play. He's backing way up, trying to fire downfield. That was for Brandon Cooks, and there might have been a window to get that off, but I mean, that play was just too long developing. Just credit to Atlanta's secondary for clamping things up. We'll go 3-and-out. We'll trade punts with them. And now here's Bijan Robinson in the open field. Bijan is going to be one tough customer to bring down throughout the game. And the Falcons just have the perfect balance of Jalen Waddle going downfield on cue, Kyle Pitts working the middle of the field, and Bijan Robinson, of course, at that running back position. Ladd McConkey, the rookie, is not one of the names we mentioned, but he's about to be if he makes plays like that. First down and goal for the rookie Jackson Dart. He goes to Pitts, who cannot get away from Jadeveon Clowney. 2nd down at the 6. Dart looking and broken up. Good job by Byron Young. Rarely in coverage, but good job making a play when we needed him. 3rd down, Bijan Robinson with that jukebox down to the 2-yard line. But it's not going to really matter because the Atlanta Falcons will still be settling for the field goal. So, I mean, look, anytime Bijan's in the open field, he's got that jukebox. It's scary, so you just got to survive, contain him, and bring multiple bodies to get number 7 down to the ground is Ashton Genty on the kick return. Great job getting to the 35-yard line. Jalen Henderson with the drop back on 1st down. He's scanning. Once again, nothing is there. And we saw this a little bit last week against the Tennessee Titans where without Cooper Kupp, we don't have the guy to get open against man coverage. And if you put a double on Julian Fleming, then where else can we go? 3rd down, maybe Fleming can get open. How about Gibson? Antonio Gibson running away. Troy Anderson hawks him down. But Gibson with an explosive play to the 14-yard line and big yardage for the dev story. This will help as well. Antonio Gibson with a 1st down carry to the 3-yard line. We go up tempo. RPO. Mike Evans for 6. Touchdown for the Rams, and we go with that up-tempo, keep the Falcons trapped in that defense. And even though it's not a touchdown for Antonio Gibson, still a touchdown for our team. Like we said, man, we're still in the thick of the playoff race. If we lose a game today, we're probably going to be outside the playoff picture once again. So we got to treat every game like it matters the most. So, you know, we don't want to just play around for the dev story completely. But if it's there, it's there. And right now, it's definitely there for Gibson because As you guys saw, he needs 150 combined rushing receiving yards and/or 3 touchdowns. I think the combined yardage is probably our best bet right now. The touchdowns happen. They happen, of course, as, oh, there's Bijan in the open field. That's why we fear him so much, because one, it hit it at jukebox, and he is so far gone. Pitts, open. Oh, he's so far gone as well. Kyle Pitts, 50 yards, and he's won that foot race by a mile against Grant Delpit. And you see the vast difference between the way the Falcons can run man coverage on our team without Cooper Kupp, and the fact that we really can't play man coverage against Jalen Waddle and Kyle Pitts. So we're going to have to adjust our defensive strategy and probably just zone up this team for the rest of the game. I don't think we can survive man coverage. Like, I really like Grant Delpit. That's just a mismatch, though, at the end of the day against Kyle Pitts. As Jalen Henderson on the design run, he'll get some solid yardage, but he's injured on the play. Jalen Henderson has been battered and bruised this season, and that's meant a lot of Tyree Jackson. And once again, Tyree Jackson just stepping into the game cold off the bench, facing a 3rd down and 6 against the 3-man rush. He wants it all. Fleming racing, got it. Julian Fleming taking the top off the defense, 66 yards, and Tyree Jackson with a missile straight off the bench. Oh, we're going to need more Tyree Jackson. Jalen Henderson with an abdominal tear as Antonio Gibson burrowing forward. Not enough for the first down. It's 3rd and inches at the 3. Gibson toting, scoring. Antonio Gibson plowing through the Falcons defense. That's touchdown number 1. But like I said, man, I think we can really get this depth story with the yardage easier than we can get it with the touchdown. So we're going to keep an eye on his yardage total because it definitely feels doable. The Kobe Durant one, it's just, you know, are they going to test him? I don't really know, because Kobe Durant's playing outside for us all game long, as Jalen Waddle with that breakaway speed taking a screen pass for a big gain. Now Ladd McConkey. Seems like the Falcons really want to throw underneath a lot, as it looks like Jalen Waddle got injured blocking. That can make our life easier. Play action for Dart. 2nd down. Pitts. Major separation, but he cannot get both those feet in bounds. That's a lucky break for us, because once again, Kyle Pitts got open that time against the rookie Devon Jackson. 3rd down. Dart middle. Oh, blasted. That was Foyesea Lucan that put the hit on. And I think the Falcons would have went for that 4th down if that catch was made, and it would have been a 4th down and short. Instead, 4th and 9. They punt the ball, pin us at our own 6-yard line. Tyree intercepted. He wanted Fleming, and it's picked off by Blackwell instead. That's a headache-inducing mistake, as Bijan contained well. Byron Young on the tackle. Another toe for Bijan. Cuts it inside and scores the touchdown. Bijan Robinson untouched, and the Falcons have the lead. And that's just all the mistake by Tyree Jackson right there. I trusted Julian Fleming maybe a little bit too much. In a dig route, I figured he can just out-leverage the opponent, but that's just a really good play by the cornerback. Pressure was put on us, had to force that throw a little bit uncomfortably, and now here we are facing a deficit with the backup quarterback, and we're going to have to play with Tyree for a couple of weeks. We have some experience with that, and it's been pretty solid. Tyree trying to fit it into Puka Nacua. That's not going to fly. But now we have the backup quarterback as well as a backup receiver out there. And keep in mind, as this 3rd down pass is nearly intercepted. Somehow not intercepted. Great job by Mike Evans to break that pass up. But yeah, remember, we're also playing with a backup tight end because RJ Maryland has been on the injured list for the past couple of weeks. So our offense is really starting to go through it right now. And, you know, we have one more week before we get cut back. And it's just all about trying to survive this game, especially on this side of the ball. As Jackson Dart feeling the pressure on 2nd down. Rayshon Benny forcing the throwaway. 3rd down and long for Dart. He's looking, he's scanning. Pressure from Young. Going middle and picked off out of the reach of the receiver into the hands of Foyesea Lucan on the return. Past midfield goes Lucan, fielding that fly ball beautifully. As Tyree looking, and once again, you see the double on Fleming. Who else can get open? So far, nothing. Tyree only has 1 completion, and it was facing a double team to Fleming. And now we have to fit it in these very tight windows with a backup quarterback. It's simply not working. 3rd down, looking. Gibson open. This is a 1st down and more. Gibson the Journal! And he's down at the 22 and injured on the play. Oh, no way. Antonio Gibson with the depth story. We gotta hope he comes back immediately. In the meantime, Ashton Genty out the backfield, a gain of 2. Now Meriton. Here's a screen outside. Fleming cannot get the 1st down. Good open field tackle by, I believe, AJ Terrell. Oh, that's pain. That is simply pain. A torn labrum is going to knock Antonio Gibson out of the game. First things first, on third down, got a man. It's Higbee. Not when we want him, but when we need him. And right now, we need him with this offense banged up. First down, up tempo. This is for Genty. Blocking is good. Genty with the cutback. Oh, he nearly scored it. Michael Parsons had to prevent the touchdown as once again we go up tempo at the goal line, switching to the trips. Evan on the bubble, it's covered, but that leaves Genty wide open to run it in. Easy walk-in touchdown for the rookie Ashton Genty, who was the hero in Week 11 against the Green Bay Packers. And he's going to have to resume that role once again because Antonio Gibson, torn labrum, that's a multi-week injury. And of course, the pressing issue now is that we're not going to get that dev story with Gibson. That is gone. And I mean, you know, that is some user error right there. I try to hit the journal and maybe you played a little bit safe in that situation, but a lot of it's just bad luck right now. And our offense is truly battered up. We're down Cup. We're down, well, Cup is suspended. But we're down RJ Maryland. We're down Antonio Gibson. We're down Jalen Henderson. And we're truly in a moment of survival right now, and thankfully the defense is doing a decent job. As long as we're not giving up the big plays, it seems like the Falcons are struggling to even get first downs on drives, going 3 and out here constantly. So, you know, we just got to make it tough on them, and offensively, we're just going to play a smart game and just get out of here because our game plan has been completely foiled. We were going to center it around Antonio Gibson, and now we're using Tyler Higbee a lot more than I'd like as we go to Genty outside. Oh, Genty with an ankle breaker into the second level. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Ashton Genty has shown some poise, has shown some promise, and there he is battling for another first down carry. Why not go to Genty once again? He jukes inside for a gain of 2. A minute 20 and counting left in the first half. Second down, Tyree. Got him, Fleming, gone. Touchdown, Julian Fleming and the Los Angeles Rams. And that's all we need. We need Julian Fleming one-on-one. As long as he's not bracketed by a double team, we got to trust Fleming in these situations. He has to be the guy that wins the one-on-one matchups. And right there, he did it to perfection. And we grab ourselves an 11-point lead. Now here's Dart in the 2-minute drill. He misses McConkey out the slot. Second down, pressure. Dart blasted as he tried to throw that one. It looked like he just tried to get it to the flats. And now it's third down and long once again for this Falcons offense that has been struggling to move the ball in these situations. Down low, Tyler Boyd. Forced out of bounds by Alucon. 3 yards short of the line to gain. And once again, Atlanta's punting unit on the field, a familiar sight for a dejected home crowd. Julian Fleming bouncing outside on the punt return, trying to hezzy, and brought down by Hawkins. So we start at our own 30-yard line, trying to maybe get a field goal before halftime, get a full 14-point lead. And if anything, just try to take this game into halftime with our 11-point lead. So we're just going to run it on second down. Good run by Kirk. Murray cuts it inside. Almost got the first down. Micah Parsons, I mean, he hasn't been rushing the passer, but he's been doing some great open field tackling way downfield to prevent big plays, potential touchdowns. Third down, we're going to run it with Kirk one more time. He's got the first down, and now we got to call that timeout. We do with 22 seconds left in the first half. About 20 yards away from safe field goal range. Tyree feeling the pressure from Parsons. Just going to throw that one away. Second down, who's going to get open against that man coverage? Looking, how about Kirk Merritt? He's a pretty solid option out the backfield. Actually going 5 wide there. He gets out of bounds to the 46-yard line. Next play, this is Evans with the step. Mike Evans' second touchdown of the day with 4 seconds remaining in the first half. Mike Evans, the big play threat. That's the answer. Who can win the matchups? Mike Evans still got it. Hey, baby, Mike Evans absolutely destroyed that poor corner off the press. And that was my read as soon as the play started. I was like, wait, hold up. Mike Evans is getting pressed. That's a little bit disrespectful. Mike Evans is up there in age at this point in this CFM. He might be like 32 years old. But, look, man, it's still Mike freaking Evans. I'm going to give him a shot. And, you know, I would have thrown him a jump ball if anything. But he just won off the press big time. So, now it's done. We got ourselves an 18-point lead. And a big part of that is the way we closed the first half, where it looked like it was going to be a tight ball game, but now we have some breathing space as well as the opening possession of the second half, and now Michael Parsons is knocked out for a couple of plays. We'll take that. We need all the help we can get with how banged up our offense is, but it seems like our replacements are making big plays on their own. You got Mike Evans out there, Kirk Merritt. Here's Genty. He's got a solid 6 rushes for 42 yards. Evans in motion on second down. Play clock winding down for the backup quarterback, Tyree Jackson, going to Evans in stride. Oh, the Hezzy! Mike Evans playing his best game in a Rams uniform. A first down to the 28-yard line as we burn our first timeout. And on an 18-point lead, we have that availability to use our timeouts cautiously when we don't like a play call instead of saving them to try to make a comeback. Second down, up the gut. Oh, Kirk Merritt never stood a chance there. Third down and long. Tyree Jackson gonna trust them to make a play. Evans double covered. Who else is open? Wide open once again. It's Kirk Merritt. The former receiver at running back is a good option on third down plays because he's more than likely going to draw a mismatch in that situation. His speed able to win a lot. Oh, and his speed nearly got him into the end zone. Down to the 1-yard line. Merritt's in the backfield, but Tyree calls his own number on the QB sneak. He's got the touchdown. And the Rams now up by 24, trying to make it 25. That is now a 4-possession ball game. And with 5:36 remaining, we're in a great position to just try to shorten this game up from here on out and survive, get out of the ATL with at least a win. Because it seems like we're taking a lot of minor L's, but as long as we can win the game, that would be mega for us to get to a 7-5 record and, you know, potentially go 4-0 truly without Cooper Kupp. Intercepted the rookie Azariah Thomas with a diving grab. He made the catch clean, which is impressive for a cornerback. A lot of defensive backs, you know, they're defensive backs for a reason. They don't got hands, but Azariah Thomas, great ball instincts and great hands to complete the play as Genty gets the first down. Here's an end around for Fleming. He'll cut it back inside. Julian Fleming, a nice gain of 8. And oh, there's no way. Julian Fleming is injured. I mean, oh man, please let him be all right. This is ridiculous now. Who else is left to play offense? Well, for the rest of this game, not Julian Fleming. He has a strained tricep. I think that's only going to be a game-ending injury. Usually strained whatever type of muscles in Madden is just a game-ending injury. And at least we're up by 25 right now, facing a third down and 6. Here's Kirk Merritt on the draw play. Oh, we try to swerve for the first down. Great open field tackle by Atlanta. And that's going to put Chase McLaughlin on the field. Surprisingly, for a first field goal attempt of the day, we were just scoring touchdowns left and right. So that was the first time for Chase McLaughlin to continue his perfect 2025 campaign kicking the football. And it will continue. So, I mean, now we really need to get out of this game because we're down our top 2 receivers, the top tight end, our top running back, and our top quarterback. It's just like, who else is going to leave the game at this point, right? We might have to, you know, we get one more stop here, probably just rest whoever's. And I don't even think there's starters to rest. I think they're all injured. So, I don't know. We just got to get out of here. And at this point, pray no defensive injuries because at least our defense is intact. But knock on wood, right, before you say something like that, because then Aaron Donald's going to, like, tear his ACL. So, we end the third quarter, stopping that screen pass. In a game that was highly competitive, it just shifted near the end of that first half. And it's been all Los Angeles ever since. Jackson Dart has completely lost his way, missing that pass. Here's third down. Dart, good pocket. He'll throw the jump ball. That is broken up by Kobe Durant, bringing up fourth down. Obviously, the Falcons gonna go for it here. Dart out the spread look. He's looking downfield. He wants Pitts again, and the underthrown ball actually got there on time to Kyle Pitts. We had a double team on Kyle Pitts, but, you know, sometimes those underthrown balls work to perfection, and it's just one of those plays right there. Is now we have a first down and goal. It's Penny Boone. Not going to get in. Grant Delpit at least holding off the goal line stand for one more play, making the Falcons burn more clock. It's Boone. No, it's Jackson Dart on the rollout. Byron Young chasing him down. Beautiful containment by Byron Young. Now it's third down and goal with the 1. The pitch. It's Bijan. He's in the end zone again. Bijan Robinson from 1 yard out. Took a little bit of a detour on the pitch, but he finds his way into the end zone as the Falcons now make it a 21-point game with the PAT. And it looks like they're going to kick it deep. There might be a school of thought to go for the onside kick there, but with 8 minutes remaining, I guess perhaps knowing how banged up our team is, they're going to trust in their defense here, and so far so good. Oh, man, so far so great. Troy Anderson back-to-back tackles, that time on Tyree Jackson. It's third down and long, and I believe, yeah, we just burned our second timeout to reset the play call here. We're going to play it pretty safe, right? We have to punt the ball, so be it. Just don't turn the ball over, and we're going to take a sack, you know, yeah, just take a 2-yard sack and let the clock wind down. And like I said, we're in survival mode right now. We're in park the bus mode completely, just trying to get out of this ball game because, you know, the dev stories probably not happening. I mean, maybe. Hold on a second. Durant with another breakup. Unfortunately, pass breakups do not help us for the dev story. The dev story, I think, is clearly focused on interceptions, forced fumbles, or tackles for loss. There's nothing for pass breakups, which is dumb because, like, an outside corner, pass breakups, that's really good, especially breaking up jump balls to Kyle Pitts. I think that's really good, but Madden doesn't think so. So we have nothing for the Kobe Durant dev story right now. Let's see if we can get a 4th down stop here. Just need a yard for the Atlanta Falcons at the Rams 43-yard line. They'll dial up Bijan. Did he get it? No! What a stand! Grant Delpit just granted the Falcons a turnover on downs. That was a superstar-esque play by Grant Delpit. There's not many safeties in the league that can stand up Bijan Robinson one-on-one, but Grant Delpit is one of those select few. Oh, and the ball's out, and it's a fumble recovery for the Falcons. Man, as we're trying to just get out of this game, and on 3rd down, Kirk Merritt coughs it up. We're running on 3rd down and 13. Clearly, we're not trying to get the 1st down, and Merritt just fumbles the ball anyway. So now we got to sweat this one out a little bit more. Oh, Bijan broke up that juke. That would have been a special play. As one of the Atlanta offensive linemen, Bergeron, injured on the play. 2nd down, Jackson Dart going to Bijan, who cuts it outside. And let's see if he gets out of bounds. No, but he does get the 1st down at the 6. The Falcons trying to make it a 14-point game with 2:45 and counting. Here's Bijan on the run. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are still putting up a fight and then some. 2:31 left. Atlanta has all of their timeouts. They're in a decent position to force the issue. But once again, they will not go for the onside kick, which you can definitely justify here, I suppose, in a 14-point game. But, I mean, there's also not that much time. So we're going to be happy that they didn't go for the onside, especially the way onsides work in this year's game, how efficient they are as we fake the end around going to Genty. Just got to make sure we don't fumble the ball here as Atlanta burns their 1st timeout. Kirk Merritt, great assist there from Havenstein to get some extra yardage to bring up a monumental 3rd down and 2 in the ball game. Empty look, Tyree Jackson wanting the pass. Got it! And that's Tim Patrick. Holy cow, Tim Patrick had not seen a snap practically all game long, but he steps in and steps up a 1st down, and he took that out route back in bounds to force the Falcons to burn their final timeout. And that's going to be a timeout, an injury timeout. You got to be kidding me, man. This game needs to end. Isaiah Wynn, my guy, just limped to the bench. Instead, it stops the clock as we run a reverse. Merritt with the ball. Cutting in. Kirko. What a play for the 1st down to put this game on ice. As much drama that was brought into this game, into this 4th quarter, we will survive. That 1st down means this game is done. Falcons have no timeouts, nothing else to prevent us from going into the victory formation. One more bend to the knee by Tyree Jackson, and that is the ball game. The Los Angeles Rams winning streak lives on. It's now at 4 games, and 4 games all without Cooper Kupp, and this final game was without a myriad of bodies. And we survive. We get the dub. Like I said, man, we took a lot of L's in this game, injury-wise, because we're going to have to figure this out down the road. I mean, you know, no Jalen, no Gibson. Thankfully, Fleming will be back. Still don't have no RJ Maryland. But, we're going to get Cooper Kupp back, and that's a huge plus for us. And I'm really excited to see what we can do with Fleming and Kupp in the lineup together. And, you know, just to help Julian Fleming, it feels like in these past couple of weeks, I think teams are catching on to what Fleming is doing and putting extra attention on him. He's not having those, you know, 10-catch games like we used to have with him because now he's the main focal point. But you can't double Kupp and Fleming at the same time. So that's what's going to be really exciting. But, yeah, like I said, we're going to have to run through the fact that we didn't get our dev stories for either guy, which is tough, man, because I really think the Gibson one was on. Like, we definitely had a lot of rushing yards with Genty and Kirk Merritt, a lot of running back yards that would have went to Antonio Gibson. So I think we easily had that dev story. Gibson was around 100 rushing/receiving yards. So we were definitely on pace. And that's tough, man. That's tough because, I mean, that's going to be the last time probably Antonio Gibson has a shot at the dev story. He's 27 or 28 years old or something like that. So, maybe had a chance to get jukebox or something. Who knows? But we're just you have to wonder what if there, I suppose. I mean, Antonio Gibson at least plays well without the ability, so we can hold our head up for that. But, we can also hold our head up that Antonio Gibson's only going to be out for, it looks like, next week. Because, it says 2 weeks, but, you advance and it goes to 1. So we're just going to be missing Antonio Gibson for next week's game against Houston. Jalen Henderson's more of a pressing need. He's going to be out for the next 3 games. So get used to Tyree Jackson. As we try to make a playoff push, we're going to have to do it with the backup quarterback. At least Tyree has shown that he's capable of getting it done. On that note, leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 24 gameplays. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.